want me to sit again? She got done like a chuck, what? All night long. Let me see that through.
He got racist after I exposed him for meeting a minor. I'm getting asked by November. But you don't believe in me?
We're going to meet a drug dealer friend. You told her I love the fact that I can put my into your 15-year-old self. Tell me what you want to feel comfortable and I'll talk to you, okay? This is a public place. We can... Oh, wow. Let's go.
Oh, hell no. Yo, gang, stay for the crime.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome to a brand new episode of EDP Watch. Right now, we're actually in a rush because we're going to meet a drug dealer friend. We are meeting Mr. David.
And a racist. This hit the trifecta. Holy smokes.
He always has to refer to him as daddy. This dude is absolutely disgusting. But not only that, man, he's also the plug. This dude is on threads, letting people know that he's the plug. He's very active on Telegram. So is he more active for, medicinal purposes, or is he more active for cheap pizza time? We don't know. We're gonna figure that out. We are pretty much here. I'm gonna call my people.
Every time I hear of Telegram, it's nothing good happening on there.
Here, just park up.
Is that normal combos on that app?
Dropped off. I see a dude kind of far away. I think I see him. He has a bike. Yeah, I see him.
I see him right there.
Okay, he's going to the bathroom. Hey, Mr. David. Hey, we just have a conversation, man. We don't want to get anyone.
At Simply, we work hard to keep things simple. And nature works even harder. Simply, say yes to simple.
Discord is close. Really?
Watch episodes early and
Right?
Can we have a conversation? I want to talk about who you came to meet today. Okay, man. If you're going to lie to me, we don't have to talk, but I don't want to go give these messages to anybody else. I mean, I know you're pissing, but you can still talk while you're pissed. Okay. You know what? We don't have to
Police can request anyone to turn their video up.
I know you have a daughter and everything. I don't think you're a bad dude. I just want to talk about this. So we're going to talk to her. So how long have you been talking to her for? So you're venting to her. Do you know how old she is? Well, you said right here, I love the fact that you're 15 years old.
God.
Okay, so why'd you come to this park to meet her? You just said, okay, my love, I'll go to the men's restroom. You literally just texted her that. Dave, when are you gonna stop lying? Mr. Dave, man, why
The videos follows a man's bathroom, nigga. What the fuck?
Dave, when are you gonna stop lying?
Why?
Dave, man, why'd you come here to meet a 15-year-old girl? Why do you want to? Why'd you send a 15-year-old girl your pictures?
Lock 'em up.
I have multiple images of your right here. Then why is your face in the picture?
Bro, it's just funny that every time he tries to lie, Jadion just asked the perfect question. Did you Photoshop your face on there, buddy?
I love the fact that I can put my into your 10-year-old self. I'm delusional? Well, listen, Mr. David, when are we going to be honest? You're being honest? Okay, so what if I show the cops this? Would they think you're being honest?
Careful.
Mr. David, do you have any weapons on you? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I'm a dumbass? I mean, you're the dumbass that's
Real
in the
sassy
bathroom
Geppetto.
talking to the 10-year-old girl. Oh, you're not? Well, we'll see who the rude part is. If you keep on being mean, I'm going to have to let the cops know about this. Oh, go ahead. I'll say less. I'm not blackmailing you. I don't want anything from you. You're broke as hell. And you're a drug dealer, man. I don't want them to know about your drugs, man. Can we just talk? Turn the camera on? Okay. I can do that. Can I see both of your hands to make sure there's no weapons or anything? Okay, I appreciate you. So why do you want to vent with her?
Vent to the cam, my nigga.
That's not too much to ask at all. What do you want to vent to her? Here, can we just go talk over there? I can delete all this footage. No one has to know about this, Mr. David. You're a good guy, man. No, Mr. David, don't do that, man. Mr. David, tell me what you want to feel comfortable and I'll talk with you, okay? You want to die? Why would you want to die? You're not a bad guy, Mr. David. You just made a simple mistake. This is going to be my last time asking you to please talk with me. Okay, everyone, shut it off. Shut it off. Look, everything's off. I'm just talking with you, okay? Man to man. What's going on? Why do you need someone to say? Why are you trying to lie? What's going on in life right now? Mr. David, listen. I was in the same situation with you, man. I came to meet a young girl because I needed someone to talk to. I got in trouble, so my whole thing now is to reach out to men. But you know we got to talk about this, right? So what's going to happen with you besides talking? Nothing's going on. But why do you get so sexual with her then? Okay, does this happen a lot? Young girls hit you up, bringing up sexual stuff? Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere, man. Do these fake accounts be sending you videos and stuff, asking you to pay for it? I know how it is. And what if these little kids, huh? So how long is this?
So this nigga, oh shit. He's lying, chat, chill. Oh yeah, Jadion just trying to do, y'all know what it is, nigga. This is a manipulation tactic to get him to fess up. He's his son, oh, I like you. So the nigga feel more comfortable so he can get a confession out of him so he can send his ass to the jail. Send his ass back. Yeah, before niggas think like Jadion actually being serious.
What do they want you to cash out them for? If you don't mind me asking, do you have any mental disabilities or anything? Yeah. Depression? It's a tough world out here, Mr. David. You know, you said, oh God, baby, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Strip you naked, my hands all over your sexy body. So just you said, so just bullshit. I'm just here to make sure that no road happens.
Ooh,
You're not like that.
Damn, bro, appreciate you with that 10 in the side. W10. Nigga said, I've been depressed, never been a pedo, bro. MVP, thank you so much for the 10 gifted.
Niggas been fucked up. Saying he's gonna do it. Feel me? I ain't never going down that road though.
You're a gentleman? Why do we send her so many pictures of us ourselves naked, man? We made a mistake here, didn't we, today? I mean, Mr. David, you know, you can hide your face and everything, but like, we literally know who you are. We wanted to do you the common decency of not putting this out there where you live. Then how would your daughter feel? You said, oh, well, can I ask why you're on your phone, Mr. David? I mean, you can delete it, Mr. David, but we have everything on there. I mean, he says, we're both going to be on the phone. He said, absolutely, baby. There's a park. You said, I'm going to try to get a hammock so we can cut off. Did you bring a hammock with you, Mr. David?
Oh, man, this is nasty. Yo, MVP, that's another 10 gift bro. Appreciate that. Ooh, Miss Connie pulled the 5. Hey, love. Appreciate that, Connie. MVP, thank y'all, man. W's in the chat. Yes.
Mr. David, why would you come to meet a 15-year-old girl at the park when you're in your 40s? Are you in your 40s or 50s? I know drugs age us a little bit faster. You said a lot of sexual things to this girl. And, you know, you're on social media talking about selling drugs and stuff, man. So if someone, I'm not going to say I am, but if someone went into your house, would they find drugs in there, Mr. David?
MVP with another 10 gifted subs. He's deleting everything? If he deletes shit on his phone, that's one thing, he might be doing that. But he might just be trying to delete shit between the conversations he had with the decoy. Hey, MVP, bro. Thank you so much for the 10, man. W's in the chat, 22K on the way. Wait, how far are we? Oh! 21.5. About 421 subs away. We can do it in the stream. We can for sure do it in the stream.
Or whoever this place you're staying at.
Nigga, that's another 10 from MVP. Damn.
Was good, Agent 66.
Yo! Oh, I don't think it's updated though. Hold on, wait. Ten. Alright, that should be updated now. Yo, MVP, appreciate the love, bro. Thank you so much. Ten. Alright, that should be updated now. Yo, MVP, appreciate the love, bro. Thank you so much. 21.7?
You said you don't. Okay, so who sent those pictures then?
He's out of there.
Mr. David?
I'll get it updated right after the video, chat. Love from Sally. Appreciate that, son.
Let's go. Hey, we have a man here. His name is David Holman. He had came to me what he thought was a 13-year-old girl.
Is he on foot or on a vehicle?
On his bicycle.
Does he know that you're following?
Yeah. We're right behind him. But he's like riding on the street in a public road.
Did he know that we had deputies on the way?
I think he figured that's why he's riding. I mean, you know, he's not riding erratically or nothing. He's just kind of chilling and playing music.
Agent 36.
Yeah, he's like actually riding. Okay, now he's riding his bicycle to the park.
Are you able to drive your vehicle?
No, ma'am.
Are you chasing him? It sounds like you're running.
Yeah, I'm just like jogging.
Do you have a visual?
No, ma'am.
Rusty needs to tell you not to follow him.
Well, I mean, I don't even see him, so.
You call us back if you see him.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not much fucking help. What the fuck?
I'm going straight.
Wait, facts. How you gonna say don't follow him, but call us back if you see him?
Help! Holy.
Yo, can you guys help us? There's a child riding a bike with like a speaker. What's good? Can you help us find him? I don't know. Is it cool if I borrow your bike and you hop in our car? What's good?
W kids. Yo, FO, thank you for the gift. Appreciate it.
When we had him.
Nah, facts. I'm dropping everything.
Yes, ma'am. I think that's the end of the fun, man. If y'all see him, call cops. White dude with a boombox on him. Hey, my man, listen, dog. I understand you might be scared, bro, but I just want to talk with you and get this situated, okay? Listen, I haven't got anyone else involved. You know, you got my word. My friend, can we talk? Hello? What? Can we just talk at the park? I mean, I was pretty friendly, I feel like. Did I scare you? Listen, my man, I can literally, I'll give you all the messages if you want.
What's that?
Listen, man, can we meet somewhere?
No, maybe here.
Okay, where do you want to meet?
They're at the park right now.
Yeah, he ended up actually calling me. I'm on the phone with him right now.
Oh,
Here, I'm gonna put you on music in here.
okay.
Yo, man, listen. Where do you want to be? Like, it can be anywhere you want to.
Well, not leaving this area.
Okay, we don't have to leave the area. Where do you want me to meet you at?
Where I'm at?
Okay, where you at? I'm not sidekick.
No, I just,
You don't trust me? Okay. Here. I'm gonna be at Gibbons Park. If you can meet me there, awesome. You know, I can't keep on. You're not even talking. Okay, then okay. Then you give me a place. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to give me a place. 10.
Put him on the spot.
9. You're not talking to the person? Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to hang up, and I'm gonna have to deal with this information, and I'm gonna have to get to the authorities, Mr. David. Oh, you don't care? I'm sorry I have to come to this, man.
I've got conflicts with Jews.
Listen, that's why I want to talk to you about this, man. I don't think you're a bad guy.
Liar.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you want me to do?
Or die. That's what.
It's a bad combo, chat, because the nigga brain is fried off the drugs, bro. Like, his brain is fried off the drugs. Yo, Mobu, thank you for the prime. So, the nigga not even uttering sentences. Like, he's dead ass talking like a child. Like, that's how children, I wanna play video games. Like, that's how he's talking. Yo, Tyrell, thank you so much for the 5 get the subs. I appreciate you, Tyrell. W's in the fucking chat.
Here, I'm at Gibbons Park. Hopefully I see you here and we can talk. Okay? Do you want me to come to your place?
You still?
Thanks, Tyrell.
Huh?
The homeless still have.
A homeless drug
You want me to
dealing
get you a plate at a hotel?
Holy smokes.
Of course he's homeless. They're always homeless. How you doing, officer? So his name is David Holman. I guess he's your guy's local homeless man.
And the racist, yeah. 10, thank you for the 5 get the subs, 10, appreciate that.
He went through this park and God knows where he took off. We have all the evidence.
That'll be fire, man.
We would need your phone. We want to turn that in for evidence.
I wasn't the decoy that did it. We have everything in a Google Drive, so we have all the screenshots, and then we also have all the screen recordings. I was gonna give you guys that on the flash drive, and I was also gonna give you guys all the footage.
They've been having issues with law enforcement YouTube
Mega
channel.
Piano with the fucking 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that. Mega Piano with the 5.
Yeah, I know.
300 subs away.
Like they'll lie, say 18 first, then say 15, and all that. We totally understand that. We told them right away that we were 10 years old.
Here's the issue from what the detectives are telling us is why we need to collect the devices that were actually used. If the courts are saying they can be manipulated.
I hear this all the time. It's called the ICAC unit. We call it the ICAC speech. You know, I think there's some of the scum of the earth where we got people with red-handed, everything admit to the cops, but we have ICAC let them go. We have other places where, you know, they'll obviously take it and everything and do the due diligence. The decoy's not here, the phone, that the text messaging and everything.
The decoy was the one having the communication.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the drive, all of her information is on there as well.
Okay, so let's do this. Whoever collected everything needs to call us to make the report.
Why does the decoy have to make the report?
Because they're the ones reporting.
Well, I've never had to have a decoy ever. I've done this all.
It's not hearsay because he's not telling you that the evidence exists. He's literally giving you the drive so you can review it yourself. Like hearsay is if I tell you something or something like someone else said or someone else did. You can literally look at it yourself. Like the evidence is firsthand, my boy. In my triple chat, my lawyers in the chat, that can't be hearsay. You're literally, it don't matter who gives you the evidence, it's the same evidence.
Over 80 times, I've never had to have a decoy.
Yo, thank you for us.
No, but I mean, one of my friends, he has a conviction here, so.
Let me call Jamal
I'm
Goodman.
just trying to put this in I know you're trying to get your views and everything, and I'm for it. But
I hear that all the time, too.
just say we were here and he was still here, just so you know, we wouldn't.
See how you're trying to disrespect him? I know you're trying to get your views. Yeah, like, bro, you're not doing that for views, bro. He dead trying to catch them. Asking little kids to help him. I don't know if you're doing that for views, for real. All this trouble.
even have enough to detain him.
Oh, okay, well.
Unfortunately, let me call, just verify some things, and then see what we can do.
Nothing's gonna happen here. Nothing's gonna happen here.
Okay, so, what we do?
Yes, sir.
Get the statement from you.
Yes, sir. Pretty much, he had messaged our decoy first off of Instagram. She told him right away that she was a thing, and he said, hello there, gorgeous, how are you doing? Right after that, she said, hi, I'm good, what about you? I'm king, is that okay?
I think if they just see the evidence, they would feel like it was nothing to take.
I'm 42. Then he sent a picture of himself. Yeah. Sent multiple pictures, videos of himself. And, nope. We do not want to get a lawsuit on our end. And he had said things like, I'm really going to love you to my 10-year-old daughter.
You said he sent a video.
I'm really going to love you to my 10-year-old daughter.
Just let him do it, bro.
Wait.
You said he
No.
He had said things like, I'm really going to love you to my 10-year-old daughter.
You said he sent a video.
I'm really going to love you to my 10-year-old daughter.
Just let him do it, bro.
You said he
No, not that. The kill himself part. T.O.S. Just let him kill himself. Like, would the world get better if he just ended it all? Answers, yeah, my nigga.
Hey, yeah.
sent a video.
Yes, sir. I don't know if you want to show that to the body cam. Oh.
Yeah, I know you've worked with us before, so hopefully ITech at least reaches out just to kind of help explain the guidelines here.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've read their handbook. I know the guidelines. Yeah.
I mean,
No troll, out of all these Neon videos I've seen, that genuinely might be
Yeah, but you know, we'll see
Like,
what happens, man. You have a blessed rest of
the
your day.
nastiest thing I've heard one of these niggas say.
Alright.
Cause he's not even, that means like that type of shit is like literally on his mind, bro. And he's saying it to another child.
Is he texting you? Like, what was the last time he texted you?
She said, look, there's nothing to talk about. All I want to do is die.
Be like, the least we can do at least is get you a bite to eat. Where would a homeless
Let him end
person
it, bro.
stay? Maybe we'll just see a homeless person on
Yeah,
his
go
side.
ahead, bro.
Oh,
Let him end it.
nah, okay. He just
Do
told
it,
me
do it, let him
that he
do it.
wants to meet. Okay, he thinks she's coming. He said, a couple grilled stuffed burritos, steak, and about 3 Pepsis, 5 waters. He said dehydrated. So where does he want you to bring all that stuff?
Behind the arm, there's a
No chance he meets after that.
Yo, my man, do you know a David by any chance? He's homeless. He rides a bike. Oh man, what's his bike look like?
Military green and blue.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, do you know where he hangs out at? Because he tried to meet.
Out here, so.
He tried to meet a 15-year-old girl.
What?
Yeah, for sex. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Do you know where you be putting the bike at?
Yeah, just for me. Some Bando. I don't know what it is. There's a couple of them. I don't know either one.
This feels like you watch like Law and Order or like Criminal Minds or something like that. You know when them niggas onto someone's trail and they're trying to ask the people in the area? Bro, that's a good lead though. Like that's a good lead. They might be able to find him off that though.
He doesn't live there, but he's, he's in the same store and shit there for.
Yo, Al, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome to the agency.
He said he's in the back of ARC by the trail. Do you know where that is?
Oh, ARC.
Yeah. What is that?
American River Carlin.
We're gonna go ahead over there now, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a cutscene. Boy, that nigga just had a cutscene.
You see him? Oh, that is him. If he has his bike, it's GG's.
No,
Text him to be the
that's detective work. That is detective work.
Oh shit. Hi.
David, can we talk? She's not here. She's on the way though. You don't want to talk? Hello.
Nah, once he hears the 911, he's about to black
Hey,
out.
wait, no, don't pull it there. Hey, sir, we don't want any problems. Okay, get out of here. I don't have to call authorities or anything, man. We don't want any problems.
My fault. My chat was.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, he came to trap me with a girl. This is a public place. We can. Yeah, he's getting aggressive right now, man. Can we get an officer out here?
All right, well, I need you to focus on our conversation because I can't send help until we get these questions.
Okay, what are the questions?
Okay, does he look white, black?
White.
How tall does he look?
He's about 5'9". David, how tall are you? 5'9"? Okay.
Yo, scared nigga 5 months.
All right, son, I'll send the sheriff out there, okay?
Thank you. David, can we talk? Okay, if I turn it off, can we talk? Okay, then I'm not turning it off.
That's not much of a negotiation, man.
He's right there. Oh, never mind. He was hiding in the bush. We're just walking on public property on the sidewalk. We're 30 yards away from you. No, you're not. Go back. Go back up. So we need to make a left. We're turning that way. Hello? Yeah, you talk to us. See your girl. I couldn't run. Wait, no. Wait, we're gonna run. Oh, wow. Let's go. I love the hard R. And we're in the front car. We got one officer coming behind. Officer!
There we go.
That's the first time you've been called that.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised.
Hey, but the whole neighborhood invested.
Okay.
Do they need the evidence?
What happened all of a sudden? I thought this shit was gonna escalate.
You don't need anything, bro?
You don't need anything. You don't want the evidence?
Why, David? Wait, what the hell? I'm so confused.
Wouldn't be surprised they just drop him off.
That's what I'm wondering. How did they put him behind and then take his phone for evidence? I am genuinely so confused.
That wasn't the same cops, was it? It was different,
I
right?
think you're gonna be a little bit more upset when you hear what your brother did. He came to meet what he thought was a 10-year-old girl for sex, and he said, yes, ma'am.
I've been telling people nobody has listened to me. I even reached out to the FBI. I've reached out to the Internet Task Force to try to get him set up, and nobody would listen to me. So I've just been waiting.
So he's had a history of this?
He molested me when I was 16 years old.
Let that nigga. Let's just.
Old, and it went on for about a year. I didn't tell anybody until I was in my 20s because I was scared. And I only told people because his mother of his children gave birth to a little girl. And I was scared that something was going to happen to her.
He's threatening it. Oh my god.
I am so sorry to hear that happened to you, ma'am. Genuinely, this dude's a monster.
A couple years down the road, he got caught in a Facebook incest group.
How does it keep getting worse? How is it possible?
Incest group.
Why does that even exist?
How he used to fantasize about his daughter.
Yes, ma'am. He, in those messages, he also said things like that as well. By any chance, do you have any of the contact information for him, his ex?
I do. I'm just not comfortable. I'm not going to give it to anybody.
Okay, if you can, you don't have to give it to me at all. It's just that, I just want to make sure that he never did anything with his daughter.
He didn't touch money. You wouldn't be standing, you wouldn't be alive if he touched money.
Yes, ma'am. Have you gone to the authorities about what he did to you?
It's been so long that there's nothing that they can do about it. It's a statute of limitations. It's over. I was 16, I'm 36 now, so.
Yes, ma'am, but I definitely do believe you, and I'm definitely seeing a pattern here. And with these monsters, it's never their victim that they come to meet isn't ever the first one. It might just be the first time they've been caught. Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? I appreciate you guys for watching another episode of EDPD Watch. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna continue.
Hey, I feel like each time I watch one of these, I think, nah, this nigga was the worst. But for real though, chat, this nigga might have been the worst. The only thing that he hasn't confirmed done yet is trade CP. That's it. That's the only thing he hasn't. But he probably does do that too. But that was not part of this video. That was not part of it. This shit is crazy.
For our movement, be sure to follow us on
it gets worse.
Watch.com for $4.45. It helps us travel the whole country, do the most, everything, man. it's truly, truly appreciated because YouTube's been demonetizing us, so we would appreciate it. But let's talk about David Holman. After I got in contact with his sister, she told me her story with him and how he victimized her and how he was wanting to victimize his own daughter. It's like, bro, this dude can't be on the streets anymore. So she got me in contact with his parole officer. I contact his parole officer and I give him all the evidence and everything, send him all the screenshots, the video, the case number, all that. The parole officer tells me, okay, you know, we're getting it over to the district attorney's office and we're gonna send it over to police and we're gonna get another case started on it, right? So I'll wait about 2-3 weeks, don't hear anything about it. David's sister then hits me up, find out that the county is giving him county housing. So your taxpayer dollars are paying for David Holman to live in a very nice apartment right now. That is how ridiculous Sacramento is. So we need to forget about the investigation process of it because you know the people who really pull the strings is the DA's office. So guys, we need to call the DA's office again one more time. The name of the district attorney for Sacramento County, his name is Tien Ho. This is his email address. That's their phone numbers to the office. I'm gonna have all that right here. Also, this right here is the case number. But please, 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 please be very respectful, right? Because we want them to actually prosecute this dude. Because of the pattern, obviously. He did something to his sister. He wants to and may have.
You mean to tell me this nigga got a house? You mean to tell me there's actual homeless niggas that deserve opportunities and housing and you gave it to the drug dealing racist pedo? Oh my God.
America.
Oh my God.
Underage.
America for
And
you.
now he's back on the streets with a place that the county is paying for him for. So now he's not homeless no more. He has a place that he can actually bring his victims back to. Please voice your concern to the district attorney's office. And if we put some pressure on them, they're gonna put some pressure on the useless Sacramento Sheriff's Office to finally do an investigation on this, man. Because I think it's absolutely ridiculous that he's not in jail. And I know you guys saw him get put in the back of the squad
They just
car.
moved him, right?
So what had ended up happening was, all they did was they got him, they took his phone, thankfully, but they got him, they took him over to his grandma's house. So, the Sacramento Sheriff's Office is an Uber service now. They got him, handcuffed him, put him in a nice air-conditioned car, and gave him a ride to his grandma's house. And his sister was telling me that he literally just went to his grandma's house, ate a bunch of peanut butter jelly sandwiches, took a nap, and then just left again. No consequences happened that day at all. So that's why you guys need to hit up this number right here. You need to use this case number right here, and you guys need to contact Tien Ho, so that way justice can finally prevail and David Holman can be put behind bars, because animals like him need to be put behind bars. I thank you guys so much for all the support, everything you guys have done. His sister is going ham. She's literally posting flyers of his chat logs around the Sacramento area. I already posted this on Instagram, so a lot of the Sacramento people, they're already like, yo, they banned from here. So he's already feeling the heat from the public. Now he needs to feel some heat from our elected officials. So Tien Ho, I'm hoping that, you know, you give me a call back personally. You guys have my information. Please give me a call back. Please do the right thing. And, you know, if you do this, man, I mean, I can easily see you getting reelected, because this is...
Yo, the fact that this nigga has to butter these bitch ass niggas up just for them to do their job. Nigga, do your fucking job, nigga. How about that? Bro. He has to incentivize this nigga with re-election so he can do his fucking job and keep the community safe. This shit's so fucking trash. Oh my God.
Appreciate you guys. Peace.
What's the... That's nuts, bro. Jadion, great video, bro. Every day it ceased to amaze me how this shit get worse, bro.
It's always so painful when
Hey guys, that's us. Everybody live, huh?
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Aaron Voss, and we just learned so much about Marvel Studios' actual plans from a press roundtable Kevin Feige did this weekend with our colleagues from The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, Collider, The Wrap, CBR, and other outlets whose reporting work we so greatly appreciate here at New Rockstars. And it might be because Kevin Feige is not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, but this studio head had some tea to spill, and he shared details about Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, X-Men. He spoke about the Kang situation for the first time ever, Blade, Marvel's streaming woes, and so much more. I feel like I have a clearer sense of Marvel Studios' 7-year plan than I've had in years. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything we learned, the 20 big takeaways from Kevin Feige's press conference roundtable. And I am wearing this really fun, fantastic Bricks shirt that you can get at our merch store, nerdriot.shop. It's one of the best ways you can support what we're doing here at New Rockstars. All right, 1. Kevin Feige has a 7-year plan that will take Marvel Studios to 2032. According to Deadline, Kevin Feige said it's traditionally a 5-year plan. It's a 7-year plan. I think it goes to 2032. It's on magnets, so it can move around. And he said that while pointing to a big conference room where Marvel Studios famously has their plans behind several locked doors. What we know so far is that after Fantastic Four First Steps, the next Marvel movie will be Spider-Man Brand New Day, coming in July 2026. Avengers Doomsday will be in December 2026. Avengers Secret Wars will be in December 2027. There will be a Marvel Studios X-Men movie directed by Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier that will be coming in 2028 or later. Other movies in the mix are Black Panther 3, Doctor Strange 3, Deadpool and Wolverine 2, Blade, of course, and then probably 5 years or so of other mutant saga stories that could culminate in Avengers vs. X-Men in 2032. 2. Marvel Studios plans to reboot singular timelines, including possibly recasting Tony Stark after Secret Wars. According to Deadline, Kevin Feige was asked if there are plans to recast the core Iron Man, Captain America, etc. on the big screen, and Feige said yes and no. He said he sees a star like Chris Hemsworth still in his prime to play Thor, and even cherishes the return of actors like Tim Blake Nelson, who played Marvel characters years ago. But yes, in the long term, like with many other storied movie franchises, Marvel classic superheroes will get new faces. He was referring to how many points people thought no one else other than Sean Connery could play James Bond, yet here we are with several more James Bonds. And Kevin Feige was asked when we'll start seeing this, and he said X-Men is where that will happen. He also said post-Avengers Secret Wars, there is a plan to, quote, reset singular timelines and reboot the MCU. Now, by reset singular timelines, we have to ask which timelines. Probably the X-Men timeline, maybe the 616 universe, but I think what he's saying is all of these universes as one rebooted MCU. Feige initially conceived of the Phase 1 MCU as pretty much a cinematic Ultimates universe that was really the popular Marvel universe in the mid-aughts. That was the comics universe where Nick Fury looks like Sam Jackson. So I think he really wants to reboot the MCU as like a fresh universe where all the important people are alive again, and that includes Tony Stark. However, Kevin Feige set aside the idea of seeing Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine again, and that's why I think we're going to see a Deadpool and Wolverine 2. 3. Marvel's movie after Secret Wars will be a genre that the studio has never done before. During this roundtable, a reporter asked Feige about how often Marvel plans to make films that focus on a single character like Shang-Chi rather than a giant team-up film, and Feige said, quote, we were talking about a structure of an upcoming post-Secret Wars movie that I won't name, but I will say, like Shang-Chi, it's getting back to what genre haven't we done and want to do, and how could this movie be that genre? We would focus on a singular storyline by embracing a certain genre that we haven't seen in a while. And
looking to get up to $750? Then BioLife is looking for you. Because it's
and I am now wondering, could that genre be a youth coming-of-age story? Like a mutant saga origin story for one of these young mutants, like Kitty Pryde or Monroe. Technically, Marvel has done coming-of-age before with John Watts' Spider-Man trilogy, but those were Sony productions, and Kevin Feige didn't develop the story as much with his inner brain trust. 4. Stephen McFeely is still the main writer on Avengers Doomsday script, but Michael Waldron is helping. Waldron was the original writer on Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, and was the head writer on Loki Season 1. The Hollywood Reporter ended their article dropping this information. This adheres with other reporting we've done showing how important the TVA will be as a setting and concept of Doomsday. And no one gets the time variance authority better than Mike Waldron, or Eric Martin, Justin Benson, Aaron Moorhead, Kate Herron, and Kaiser Karahani. And really, based on what we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't think anybody gets the TVA without those people being in the room. 5. Marvel Studios X-Men will focus on younger characters. According to The Wrap, Feige said, I don't want to talk too much about X-Men because that's still a ways away. But you look at what the X-Men comics have always been, and they have been young, and they have been a place to tell stories about young people who feel different, who feel other, and who feel like they don't belong. That's a universal story of mutants, and that is sort of where we're going. So if I'm reading them right, it sounds like Feige is going in the direction that I thought he would by making the Mutant Saga a Mutant Academy approach, kind of like Hogwarts of the MCU. Really give the MCU more of a home-based campus and a way to tell these stories about tribalism and youth alienation. And it also leads me to believe that the real villains of the Mutant Saga are probably going to be humanity and forces like the Friends of Humanity, Bolivar Trask, Senator Kelly, like the American government. Now, we already have young mutant characters in the MCU, Kamala Khan, Billy Kaplan, his brother Tommy coming to Vision Quest, but then we're probably going to focus on characters like Jubilee, Kitty Pryde, Bobby Drake Iceman, Roberto Costa Sunspot. Just don't be surprised when names from the New Mutants film come back as the MCU freshman class of mutants. 6, and this one's a weird one, because Kevin Feige claims that they were thinking about replacing Kang with Dr. Doom even before Jonathan Majors' assault charges. Kevin Feige said, quote, we had started even before what had happened to the actor happened, we had started to realize that Kang wasn't big enough, wasn't Thanos, and that there was only one character that could be that, because he was that in the comics for decades and decades, because of the Fox acquisition, we finally had it, and it was Dr. Doom. So we had started talking about Dr. Doom even before we officially pivoted from Kang. And in fact, I had started talking with Robert Downey Jr. about this audacious idea before Ant-Man 3 even came out. It was a long plan that we had to take one of our greatest characters and utilize one of our greatest actors. So here's my take on this. I don't know if I buy this, or at least I don't buy the way people are interpreting it. Because if you read it one way, it sounds like Kevin Feige might be doing a bit of historical revisionism. Like, I believe that they might have been thinking about bringing Robert Downey Jr. back as Dr. Doom, in addition to keeping Kang as the primary antagonist for at least Avengers 5. Like, there's no way before Quantumania came out, anyone at Marvel Studios was talking about, maybe we shouldn't have Kang be our big bad. They were clearly setting him up to be the big bad, not just for Quantumania, but as the primary antagonist for Loki Season 2. And they even kept him in Loki Season 2. Like, for the first half of 2023, Avengers 5 was still going to be called Kang Dynasty. Also, there's another way to read this that, like, maybe they were planning on replacing an upcoming black actor just by bringing Robert Downey Jr. back. I don't think that was Kevin Feige's intention to come across saying that, and I don't think he realized what he sounded like by saying this. So really, I think what had happened is they were planning on keeping Kang as the primary big bad, but they also had a secondary plan of having Robert Downey Jr. also come back as Dr. Doom, and then we're going to have multiple villains in the multiverse saga. Like, whatever the plans were with Robert Downey Jr., they weren't crystallized at that point. Today's video is sponsored by Blue Chew. One of the movies we're excited about this month is Fantastic Four First Steps, and part of that is because we're stoked about The Fit. Then try it free for a month and see. And we've got a special Rockstars at for details and safety information. Huge thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this revolution. 7. Blade will be set in the modern day. When Kevin Feige was asked about Blade, he jokingly responded, the obstacle was Ryan Coogler called and said, we'd love some costumes for sinners. And we said, take them, man. He's our good friend. Take our costumes. We'll hold off on the movie. Yes, he was just joking about that. But Kevin Feige confirmed there have been 4 different takes of the Blade movie that had been developed over the times. 2 were in the early 20th century. 2 ideas were not in the early 20th century. And that Marvel Studios has now landed on modern day. And yes, Mahershala Ali is still attached to the movie. According to Deadline, Kevin Feige said we didn't want to put a leather outfit on Mahershala Ali and have him start killing vampires. You can start to have a good script and make it a great script through production, but we didn't feel confident we could do that on Blade. We didn't want to do that to Mahershala and didn't want to do that to us. Okay, I still have questions. 8. Spider-Man Brand New Day will be a proper Spider-Man era that will make him a street-level hero. According to Collider, Feige said, I think there was a promise at the end of No Way Home that for as sad as it is that Peter is forgotten by everyone in his life, we are seeing for the first time in the Tom Holland Spider-Man stories him being a proper Spider-Man, him being by himself, dedicated to saving the city, and dealing with, for lack of better terms, street-level crime as opposed to world-ending events. And yes, adding John Bernthal to come back as Frank Castle feels like a way to further ground Peter Parker as street-level. Kevin Feige also told CBR that Peter Parker teaming up with the Human Torch Johnny Storm is now, quote, in the realm of possibility. 9. Miles Morales will not be in the MCU MCU anytime soon. When Kevin Feige was asked where Marvel was in the development of a live-action version of Miles Morales, Feige responded, "That is nowhere." Feige added that Morales' fate was in Sony's hands. Quote, "Sony has their brilliant, genius, incredible Spider-Verse animated franchise going, and until that finishes, we've been told to stay away." So, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will be coming out in June 2027. So, we're gonna have to revisit that conversation on the other side of that. 10. Kamala Khan will return in the MCU. According to The Wrap, Feige said he's extremely proud of Iman Vellani's performance as Kamala Khan in both The Marvels and her Disney Plus series. He called Vellani, quote, "one of the greatest bits of casting we've ever done alongside Tom Holland," and while he remained coy about Marvel's future plans, he suggested that the poor performance of The Marvels would not mean that Ms. Marvel would be kicked to the curb. Quote, "I think Iman is awesome, both in real life and the show, and I can't wait to see her in the future." He extended the possibility of seeing other characters introduced to the MCU since Avengers Endgame and other films and TV shows beyond the next 2 Avengers films.
I'm on it.
Hi, just moved in.
Come on.
Oh wow, your internet seems really fast. What are you on?
I'm on.
What provider are you on?
I'm on.
On what?
I'm on.
On with?
I'm on.
Who are you on?
I'm on.
Yeah, well, you're on something, alright?
I'm on.
Stay always on with I'm On, your most reliable internet, with no hidden fees or data caps.
If you're thinking about transferring schools, check out UMGC. You can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and relevant experience. And they award over $21 million in scholarships per year, with lots of financial tools and resources to make going back to school possible. Plus, they're waiving your application fee through September 3rd. So
11. Young Avengers is still a possibility. When it was brought up how we last saw Kamala Khan with Kate Bishop in the post-credit scene of The Marvels, Feige was asked a question about whether a Young Avengers film or TV series or even TV special presentation could be coming, and Feige said potentially. In that case, it comes down to where's the best story and where's the best strange alchemy. Who would be fun to see them with? Each other, because that's where the Young Avengers are, but also mixing it up more. And I think the reason Young Avengers and Kamala Khan are still in the mix is because Kevin Feige actually sees some of these characters as fitting in with the X-Men Mutant Saga plans. 12, and this one kind of broke my heart, Mephisto, Clea, and Arrows might never return. According to Variety, Feige was a little dodgy when he was asked about Charlize Theron's Clea, Brett Goldstein's Hercules, Harry Styles' Star Fox, and Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto, the possibility of them showing up ever again. And Kevin Feige said, quote, "Do you want to see them again?" A reporter apparently followed up saying, "You put those characters in your things. That's a promise that they would return at some point." And then Feige kind of danced around that and said, well, you know, we brought back Tim Blake Nelson as Samuel Stearns like 17 years later. He said, "That's fun to me. So let's talk again in 12 years and see who comes back." 13. Marvel Studios will be scaling back further to release 1 live-action series per year. Whoa. So Kevin Feige admits that they've made too many streaming shows so that keeping up with all of it felt like homework. The Hollywood Reporter tabulated from the first Iron Man in 2008 through Endgame in 2019, Marvel produced around 50 hours of screen storytelling. In the 6 years since Endgame, the number jumped to an astounding 102 hours of movies and television, 127 hours if you include animation, and we here at New Rockstars have done similar math in our videos, and yeah, this checks out. Feige said, quote, "That's too much." He said he was proud of WandaVision and Loki, but, quote, "It's the expansion that is certainly what devalued that output. It was a big company push, and it doesn't take too much to push us to go, people have been asking for Ms. Marvel for years, and now we can do it? Do it. Oscar Isaac wants to be Moon Knight? Do it. There was a mandate that we were put in the middle of, but we also thought it'd be fun to bring these to life." Leading us to number 14, Kevin Feige admitted that too many shows hurt Thunderbolts' box office. According to Variety, Kevin Feige said, "Thunderbolts, I thought was a very, very good movie, but nobody knew that title, and many of those characters were from a TV show. Some audiences were still feeling that notion of, I guess I had to have seen those other shows to understand who this is, but if you actually saw the movie, that wouldn't be the case, and we make the movie so that's not the case, but I think we still have to make sure the audience understands that." So he said it's really a marketing question and just like a conception and pitch of the movie. 15. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will not reference the events of Thunderbolts. According to Collider, Feige said, "I think allowing a TV show to be a TV show is what we were returning to." And Feige was then asked whether or not the events of Thunderbolts would affect Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and Feige bluntly responded, "No." 16. Kevin Feige loved James Gunn's Superman. Feige pointed to Superman's success to explain why he doesn't buy that superhero movie fatigue is real. He said he actually texted James Gunn after seeing the movie. I love how you just jump right into it. You don't know who Mr. Terrific is? Tough, you'll figure it out. You don't know what this is? Just go. This is a fully fleshed out world. However, number 17, Kevin Feige wants the MCU to reflect our world. Variety quoted Feige saying, Marvel represents the world outside our window. I've always said it before DEI and woke became a thing, and after DEI and woke became a thing. Are we after? I don't think so. He said, it's not Gotham City and Metropolis, this is New York and LA. And yes, there's also Wakanda and Asgard, but it's made up of the people who make up our world. I think this is actually one of the most interesting quotes he said all day, because it's a direct contrast to what James Gunn has said recently about the DCU being an escapist fantasy world where there is not a New York. Despite respecting James Gunn as a filmmaker, he clearly wanted to win this headline. Now, this is not to say the DCU can't touch on themes of diversity just because it's set in a fictional universe, but I do think Kevin Feige might be trying to say the MCU will more directly comment on the real world issues, which could become a big deal in the Mutant Saga. 18. Kevin Feige is still okay with changing movie scripts during production and doing extensive reshoots. Now, Feige said Marvel has never started a movie without a full script, which, alright. But he also added that he's never been satisfied with a script the company has had. Like, he has very high expectations. He said, quote, I've never been satisfied with a movie we've released. And the term he used was plussing. Like, he said the company likes to plus a movie at every turn. And he said there's plussing happening every day on the Avengers Doomsday set, and it's amazing to watch because what those filmmakers, those actors, both the ones who are playing these characters for the first or second time, and the ones playing them for the 10th or 12th time, are the best in the world at it, and know these characters so well, so if they have an idea, you want to listen to it, and you want to adjust to it, and you want to improve it. I wouldn't want to change that. Okay. 19. This is a small, weird one, but it's kind of fun. The stars of the 1994 Roger Corman produced Fantastic Four movie cameo in Fantastic Four First Steps. Kevin Feige said this in the interview, and I was able to see the movie on the weekend. I will point out every cameo in this movie in our Easter egg breakdown coming on Friday. And number 20, Kevin Feige is not leaving Marvel Studios. The Hollywood Reporter asked about the rumors of studio head succession that is being buzzed around Hollywood. Kevin Feige wasn't clear on how long he would stay at the company, but he quietly admitted he has about 2 years, a little less on his contract. And he said, do I want to be making big movies for big audiences in 10 or 15 years from now? Yes, absolutely. That's all I want to do. Marvel's a great way to do that for me right now, but I hope to make big movies for lots of people forevermore. That's a summary of all the crazy headlines we learned from Kevin Feige's roundtable last Friday. Comment down below with what you were most surprised to hear, and a special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Paolo Bianca, who supports us at the executive producer level. Follow me at EAVoss and subscribe to all the channels in the New Rockstars Network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
He got bro on all fours. How do I get these thumbnails, bro? So everybody just got a Roku TV though?
just going to say this straight off the bat. This is going to be one of my most unemployed videos you guys have ever watched, but I feel like it was just, I just got to talk about this. This was actually recommended to me from a member in my Discord server, so make sure to go join that up, link in the description. But yeah, it all starts here, right? There's this influencer who goes by the name of Hubs Life. Now, Hubs Life is not just an influencer, he's a lifestyle influencer. And he's a lifestyle influencer who shows off his daily routine, working a 9 to 5. Here's one of his videos. Day in the life of a guy with a 9 to 5. As you can see, pack up and head out for the day. That's one of his staples, slowly putting the MacBook inside the backpack. Senior analyst at a Fortune 500 company. He says he genuinely enjoys what he does. And y'all get the gist. Basically a lifestyle influencer showing off his daily routine. Whatever, right? That's cool. Now some people see his content as depressing. They see his lifestyle and they're like, God, no, I would never want to live like this. This man is stuck in the Matrix. This man's living in a simulation. Which I can understand. The music does make this very depressing. If the music was different, I feel like it'd be less depressing. Like imagine if this man had Passion Fruit by Drake in the background instead of this. The video would be more of a vibe, but that's besides the point. While many people do see his content as depressing, others found his content very refreshing. I mean, when everyone online is living this extraordinary life with Lambos, mansions, and all the finer things, he's over here living a pretty normal life with a 9 to 5 office job. That's 10 times more relatable than most styles of content. And he was also a huge advocate for this 9 to 5 lifestyle. In this video, you can see he says, normalize the 9 to 5 life. Social media portrays a false reality, where normal is associated with becoming financially free at age 20 and being your own boss, etc. What I'm saying is, it's okay to work a normal job and live a normal life. You can still be successful and still be happy. Which I agree with. I completely agree with that. I've said this many times on the channel before, but a lot of people will see a 16-year-old with a Lambo and believe that they need to get that when they're 16, or maybe even younger, which is not true, because that's just very, very, very unrealistic. Don't get me wrong, it's possible, but that isn't normal, and that shouldn't be normalized, you know? And a lot of people think that they're behind in life because they're not the same level as that 16-year-old, when in reality, they're doing just fine. But here's another video where he says, so it turns out, you don't need to quit your job. You don't need to escape the Matrix, in quotes. And you don't need to be a millionaire by 30, either. Turns out, the grass is greener where you water it. Use your 9 to 5 to build the life you want. Now keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Use your 9 to 5 to build the life you want. But yeah, Hubs Life, he's a pretty big advocate for this 9 to 5 lifestyle, and in most of his videos on IG, I noticed he'll also use this hashtag, normalize the norm. And from him being relatable, he's garnered a pretty big audience on TikTok and Instagram. And he continued to create his content, you know, until he got to a point where he didn't need to work his job anymore, so he decided to quit. Last day at my 9 to 5. Yep, you read that right. Today marks the end of an era. I've been struggling for a while now. Imagine working a full-time job, filming that full-time job, editing and posting a video of that job every day for 700 plus days, and becoming a new dad on top of that. It starts to wear on you. You start to show up less in all facets of life. You start going through the motions in everything you do. You start forgetting why you started this in the first place. So I made this decision based on what's best for myself, my family, and you guys. Today I will be leaving my 9 to 5 to pursue a new kind of 9 to 5. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. That's a nice little quote right there. Now a lot of people did not take Hubs Life quitting very lightly. In the comments, you can see a lot of people in an uproar that he actually quit. You tried to sell us that it's okay to have a 9 to 5 job, and now you're leaving that life because you can escape from it and because of the social media opinions. So disappointing. This guy spends so much time trying to normalize and glorify the 9 to 5 only to get out of the 9 to 5. Moral of the story is working the 9 to 5 is okay, but the goal should always be to get out of the rat race. So as you can see, a lot of people are angry that he quit. Now you may be wondering,
TV, what show you watching something?
You watching something?
No, I'm not outside.
Outside doing what? I thought you were doing small.
I was with my friends in Vegas.
Oh, you going? Is that yours though? That's yours.
It's my friend's story. I'm trying to get this fucking dude because he's not fucking
cats be on some chill stuff. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but my cat, she different though. She, ever since I got her, she different. I had her for 3 weeks already. She different. And this shit's not hidden. I'm fucking look ugly as hell right now. I need to do my makeup. Then I'll look better. I think I'm finna go to sleep. Fuck all that shit. This nigga can stay out. He's finna get his ass locked out.
Yeah, take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Do all that.
I don't know if I'm gonna be in bed for though. I should have used his ass to see if he can give me $10 or $15.
That really not sexy. You got robbed. Not robbed.
I
Take
robbed
that
him
back.
last night and told my friend. I told my friend to get some gas, but he sent me $10. You know, it's not good. I told him send me $10 for gas. My friend trying to come over here. I lied to his ass. I be playing the fuck out of his ass. He talking about his dad want him to send money back home. This nigga don't got a lick of fucking bread. He don't got no fucking bread. Do you smoke?
Yeah.
I'll steal his cart. I'm gonna wipe it off with some disinfectant wipe stuff.
Nah, you don't gotta do that.
No, I'm gonna steal his cart. We can steal his cart. I don't let him stay at my apartment though. If I'm leaving out, he not staying at my apartment. I already told him that. I told him he gotta go on Wednesday, find somewhere else to go because I gotta take my cat to the vet to go get her shots. So I told his ass that he gonna have to find somewhere else to go. I told him he not staying at mine. I'm fucking bored as hell. There ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to change that. I gotta get my bread up in Iowa real quick. So I gotta get my bread up.
Oh, I thought you said my friend up and I said, ooh.
I gotta get my bread up because I'm trying to beat emotion.
Give me the location.
Talking about what I look like.
African.
I look African.
Yeah. But you kinda
That's what I'm saying.
Chevys last a long time though.
Malibu.
That bitch, what that bitch had 300-some thousand fucking miles on it.
Wow.
It was time to get that bitch up. They don't hire it right.
That's what we take now.
I don't even really want to take it out. I'm fucking paranoid. I think he gonna do some shit to me. I don't know. He fucking crazy as fuck too. My friends and my neighbors gonna tell me they can hear him through the walls.
He be yelling at you.
Yeah, like he be yelling at me and shit like that. I just want to have. I wish my brother was out because my brother would have pulled up and punched his ass. I ain't even gonna lie. My brother would have pulled a gun out of his ass. I ain't even gonna lie. And my brother don't play that shit on me because I'm his only sister. My brother don't give a fuck if I'm 25 years old. My brother don't give a fuck. My brother carry guns. My brother don't play that shit.
As he should. As he should.
My brother in prison right now. My brother in prison for gun charges.
So now you gotta keep him out the streets, though. That's what.
My brother got out 3-4 months.
Yeah, keep him out. That's what your role is. You gotta keep him out.
When this nigga texting other bitches and shit while he at my fucking crib and shit on Facebook dating and shit, trying to hide his fucking phone. Are you coming? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I gotta take him to work, so I'm gonna be up there like around 3, 4, all that gas, so I'm just waiting for him. Get the gas spread.
My phone finna die.
Charge it.
No, I don't feel like charging it.
Gotta charge it.
No, I'm not charging my damn phone.
Oh God. What have I done? What have I done, man? Say you should let me. You should just let me free you. I say you should just let me free you. I say you should just let me free you. I say you.
What is his new profession since he quit this 9-to-5 office job that he had? Well, it's being a full-time influencer. He still does his day-in-the-life videos, except they're less relatable to his audience. And people absolutely hate that. And people are also hating, as you can see, because he was this TikToker glorifying the 9-to-5 lifestyle and that normal life, saying it's completely fine to work, yet he ended up ultimately quitting his 9-to-5 job to become an influencer. And videos like this don't help his case at all. When you build a following big enough to leave your 9-to-5, but your content revolves around the 9-to-5 so you can't quit your job,
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
read the caption, and in the caption it says, "Will you quit your job to do social media full time?" I get this question all the time. The answer, no, I wouldn't quit my job to do this full time. I love my 9-to-5 as it provides health, insurance, steady income, 401k, structure, career growth opportunities, etc. I enjoy the people I work with and genuinely like the work that I do. I've been making videos for a very long time as a hobby and passion of mine. I left the 9-to-5 years ago to pursue videography and social media full time for a startup company. I traveled 2 to 3 weekends a month filming shows and content non-stop, while also filming and editing content throughout the week. Was making less money than I ever had and was working twice as hard. Got to the point of burnout and I started to lose the passion for video I always had. I realized that once my hobby, in quotes, became a job, it wasn't fun anymore. I ended up going back to corporate America and have never looked back. Taking the risk opened up my eyes to the beauty of having a good, stable job. There is something to be said for stability and routine. I started documenting my normal everyday life through this account to serve as my creative outlet to my mundane office job. And now, here we are. Moral of the story, you don't have to quit your job to pursue other passions. A 9-to-5 job is just a chapter in your story, not the entire book. Use a 9-to-5 to finance a life you truly want to live. Which I agree. I feel like your 9-to-5 should be used to finance a life you truly want to live, if that's what you want to do. Let's say you want to be a YouTuber. Hey, use your 9-to-5 to fund that YouTuber lifestyle. And then, when you can quit your 9-to-5 to live that YouTuber life, then do that. But in Hub's Life's case, for at least this video, it's a bit contradicting when he's saying he wouldn't quit his full-time job and he loves his 9-to-5 and he genuinely likes the work that he does, then he ends up quitting. I can see why a lot of people are seeing it as a bit contradictory. Here's another video, why you should stick with your 9-to-5 job. Stability, benefits, job security, work/life balance, build steady wealth, low risk career development. But once again, he says, use your 9-to-5 as a foundation to help you build the life you want. Like, I understand people are mad that he quit his job, but at the same time, like, we can't sit here and act like there weren't any signs. I think what makes it bad, though, is that he built his whole brand on the motto of, like, normalizing the 9-to-5s. Yeah, he ended up quitting his 9-to-5. And the worst part is that he's now going live on TikTok and begging for galaxies.
You guys send a galaxy, bro. I'm gonna get a galaxy, you guys. Send me something and tell me to live. I'm not gonna solve galaxy come through, man. I can't raise. You gotta send me a galaxy, bro. Sam, thank you for the first gift. Roses on deck. But I think roses are like, not a galaxy. I want to answer all these questions I really can right now. Sam, what's a galaxy, bro? I'll answer like 10 questions if it's a galaxy.
This man sounds like a crackhead fiending for crack. Yo, let me just get a galaxy. Bro, like, let me just get a galaxy. I'll do anything for a galaxy. There's also this rumor going around on TikTok where people think Hub's Life rented out an office and continued to make his 9-to-5 videos, but during the research of this, I didn't find much proof of that, so I'm not going to say he did. I see a lot of people saying that he did on TikTok, and I feel like that's just crazy to say when there's no real proof of that. There's also this Reddit post I found where people think this drama surrounding his name is completely fake. Hot take, Hub's Life created fake drama to grow his brand. Until the last couple of days, Hub's Life views were plummeting. A lot of people turned their backs on him after he abandoned the 9-to-5 to do full-time content creation. Look at the number of views he was receiving a couple of weeks ago versus the views these last few days. His views now are almost comparable to the views he was getting when he worked his day job. He knew he needed to do something to fix it, so I'm fully convinced his stunt on TikTok was planned. He knew what would piss people off, and it worked. Views are up again, people are making videos about him and talking about him. He's relevant again. People are engaging with his content more, albeit a lot of negative, but all press is good press. Just my thoughts. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is not a bad theory. This is not a bad theory. I think if that was his goal, to quit his 9-to-5 and get all this drama, I think that was a very good idea. But I wonder how this will work, let's say 3 months from now. Like, how do you keep this up? Because drama is quick, you know? People are on a drama, then they just move on, you know, to the next drama or next issue that's happening. So I wonder, if this were to be true, how would Hub's Life carry this for the next, like, 2, 3, 4 months? Or at least year. What's funny is people also think that Hub's Life's wife is tired of him being a lifestyle influencer, or a full lifestyle influencer. The way his wife looks so fed up. You can see she's kind of giving that man like, oh nah, I do not want to be on camera right now. But hey, we got to take into account they're at an airport. Sometimes airports, you go there while you're tired. You're not trying to talk to anybody. You just want to get on that plane and get over to where you're headed. But here's my opinion on the whole situation, right? I understand why people are mad, but if I was in his position, I'd probably do the exact same thing, just a bit differently. Like, at the end of the day, it seems like he quit his job to pursue his passion and be with his kid more. And I'm pretty sure many of us would do the exact same thing. But the major issue with Hub's Life is that people followed him because he was the quote-unquote 9-to-5 guy. And now that he's not working his 9-to-5 anymore, he's not as relatable / interesting to his audience. The content that that made him interesting was him working that mundane office job, and him saying that it's okay to live a normal lifestyle. And now that that's gone, there's not really much of a reason for his audience to watch him. Even though he's still making the day-in-the-life videos, those are nowhere near close to being as relatable as the videos where he was waking up for his job, tired, yet still going to work. Because a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people are working a job that they don't like, and they have to get up for it every day to pay the bills. And they saw Hub's Life as like, oh, this guy is just like me. But now Hub's Life is this full-time influencer, and people don't relate to him anymore because he's not the 9-to-5er like he used to be. I don't mean for that to sound like a 9-to-5 is a bad thing, because I don't think 9-to-5s are bad. But y'all get my point. And what makes it even worse is that he's begging on TikTok Live, saying that's how he makes a living, which makes it seem like he quit his job just to beg. When in reality, he quit his job because content creation seems like it was his passion, and he also wanted to spend more time with his son. I feel like if this content wasn't so heavily focused on him working his 9-to-5 and saying it's okay to work a 9-to-5, no one would care that he even quit. What makes the situation so bad is that to his audience, it looks like he did a complete 180, and a lot of people just don't like that. What he should have done differently, in my opinion, is maybe find a new content style or series that works that wasn't so heavily focused on his 9-to-5. So when he quit, he could have still made that. But unfortunately, he didn't. And here he is now, getting a lot of hate for quitting his 9-to-5. But yeah, that's the unemployed news for today. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. That being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Instagram Cameron WAK, Twitter Cameron WAK, Discord link in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. Thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.
It's Cameron, and I'm out.
Alright, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you.
Now, I've been wanting to make this video for some time, and after seeing my Wally West video blow up, I feel like I couldn't find a...
Tell them when you up. So you gotta
More perfect time to talk about the inconsistencies of one of my favorite and least favorite TV shows of all time, that being The Flash. This video will not only be emphasizing on how inconsistent this version of The Flash's speed is, but by the end I'll talk about where his speed realistically should be, given his abilities and things that were established within his own universe. This isn't going to be me nitpicking the fights either, rather nitpicking the set lore of The Flash with his speed and the vast amount of contradictions that lie within the show. Now let's start with just season 1 alone, because even just season 1 alone, which is the best season in my opinion, season, it's kind of hard to deny the amount of inconsistencies regarding Barry's speed. And I wanted to emphasize specifically the inconsistencies of this season because this is probably the peak of the entire show, meaning it's only downhill from here. And despite this being the best season, Barry's speed is just all over the place. For reference, Barry has an established and set max speed at which he can travel at pretty much most of the seasons, and despite this, the series doesn't even understand or follow the limitations that they set on the character. For example, time traveling in the show requires you to be emotionally tweaking or to wear a tachyon device while traveling at like Mach 2 or something. And so this really begs the question here, because even by like episode 1 we saw him apparently reacting to lightning. You mean to tell me that the fastest man alive is slower than like fucking cursed Naoya? Okay, you know what, let's just actually go with the show's limitations. Like I said, we already saw Barry previously react to lightning before it even hits him, which would require bare minimum massively hypersonic reactions based on the short amount of distance and time it took for Barry to pull this off. We have him as well just reacting to pure electricity and perceiving it in slow motion when he gets his speed back. This, in my opinion, is what I call Barry's speed mode. Now, you see, to get a better understanding of Barry's inconsistencies, just kind of think of Barry having two modes. A base mode where he's not using his speed and trying to talk down on the enemy, and his speed mode where it seems like he has speed and enhanced reactions starting to kick in for himself.
Now, come on.
John, what's the Wi-Fi you're on?
I'm on.
Seriously, what's the Wi-Fi?
That's a silly question.
What's a silly question?
The Wi-Fi.
What's a silly about asking the name of the Wi-Fi?
No, that's a silly question. It's the name of the Wi-Fi.
Now hold on.
Yeah. All lowercase, all one word. That's a silly question.
Because for some reason in this show, Barry's speed seems to be kind of just apparent whenever it wants to be, and for some reason his brain doesn't accelerate naturally at high speeds like someone like Red Rush. But even if we want to say for some reason Barry needs to like activate his speed for some reason, you can't justify every instance of Barry getting hit by something to be off guard when the limitations of his speed don't even apply to him throughout the season. Rather, it's, again, whatever the episode or writers want it to be. Early examples of Barry's speed follow as him moving at over Mach 2 to save people from crashing a train, reacting to lightning more than once, outrunning a literal nuke, and closing a singularity without any type of tachyon device. These feats require Barry to be moving at least dozens of times above Mach 1 or 2, aka the limitation that they set on Barry in this season. Because if Barry is only moving at Mach 1 or 2 and trying to close a singularity, he would just get sucked in by the singularity, period. If he were Mach 1 or 2, he wouldn't be able to react to lightning at close distance. But for some reason, he finds a way to struggle or even lose to people like Captain Cold or Hank from Barry. And it gets a lot worse when especially the next two seasons are speedster villains that are faster than the previous villain. Which, mind you, Barry spent already the entire season trying to surpass. Zoom was way faster than Thawne and Barry by season 1, and Barry had a device that made him relative with Zoom, but then by the end and after coming out of the Speed Force and having some clarity, he would then go on to beat Zoom by himself anyway. Barry would then get beat up by Savitar, who, mind you, required Barry to get faster, and by the end of the finale they are able to tag each other. And mind you, after season 3, he gets stuck in the Speed Force for years on end, and after he pulls back up, it's stated no one's ever gone as fast as he did before. So even after the multiple differences in speed, Barry still measures up to par as he comes back faster than ever. Now, by this point regarding Barry's speed, we're approaching season 4 territory, which does surprisingly have some of Barry's best speeds. He's now casually moving someone to China at relativistic speeds, spends an entire episode outrunning a nuclear bomb in which is probably one of the best episodes in the entire series, as this episode shows you how fast realistically the Flash can go. Now, the reason why Barry was able to do this, however, was because of an ability called Flash Time. An ability that allows Barry to move so fast that time is super slowed down. Calculations have this speed at around 99% of the speed of light, which is surprisingly pretty low, especially with what we've gone over previously. By this point, Barry should already be reaching far beyond the speed of light, and we already see this in this season as he goes on to react to the Thinker's portals that close within less than 3 picoseconds, meaning Barry has to be moving far beyond the speed of light to even catch up or even close the distance between himself and this portal. But my thing is that the Thinker specifically is only this fast with the portals, and yet he can physically tag Barry and, like, outplay him. Like I said, this show is just very inconsistent and just kind of picks and chooses when Barry wants to be fast. You know how I just went over that he beat up Zoom and, was able to scale Savitar and came back stronger than ever? Yeah, well, 2 episodes later, he loses to Marvels. And then when we get into season 5, which is arguably the worst season of the show yet, it just adds even more inconsistencies to Barry's speed. Like, for example, Zoom almost killing Nora and tagging Barry. And we have characters like Thawne, who should have been surpassed by this point, still somehow scaling to the main characters. They just kind of do this because they want to keep Tom Cavanaugh around. But still, it just kind of dumps down not only Eobard, but Barry's growth throughout the seasons, when every time Reverse Flash pulls up, he just beats up Barry. It doesn't help either that both in Season 4 and 5, there's not a speedster villain until the very end with Reverse Flash in Season 5. Meaning, I can't even give an excuse for half of the bullshit that Barry and Nora managed to get themselves in. Especially regarding Nora, who specifically went back in time so many times because she just kept dying to Cicada. I'm sorry, how do you die to somebody with an anti-nut on a knife? Kind of defeats the whole purpose of super speed, and at least with the Thinker they tried the whole, oh well he's smarter than everyone, which didn't even work because for some reason he couldn't even comprehend human emotions. But now you just have, oh yeah, a normal guy with a knife is killing speedsters, let's roll with it. It just doesn't make any sense, and the other seasons only make this case even worse for Barry. And it actually said that he moves 80 times slower than the speed of light. Meaning Barry in universe by this point is only maybe 1% or 2% into the speed of light at best, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. Like I said, Barry was already reaching this by the likes of Season 1, and in this same season we literally see Barry running into a black hole and not getting absorbed. So by this point he has not only escaped a black hole once, but twice. And yet for some reason he's only moving at 1% of the speed of light. Okay, bro. Now, of course, the main reason for Barry's speed kind of being like this within the show is they need to stretch out the episodes to 40 minutes. They need to get past that 20 episode mark and for some reason just make Barry the stupidest man alive instead of the fastest man alive. And I'm at least glad that the later seasons go on to show what Barry is truly capable of. I think that's honestly the only positive I have to say about seasons 7 through 9. It's a little too late for me to really care, and especially given that the effects have taken a downgrade as well. It's not pretty to look at, and it's not well earned either. And in sacrifice of making Barry look kind of fast, they dumb down the villains by a significant margin. And generally, even the villains at their peak are just as inconsistent as Barry sometimes. Zoom, Savitar, and Thawne all look pretty stupid by the end of the series. The whole thing with Thawne is that he always gets the one-up on Barry, and he's always one step ahead of him. And yet, in the Season 5 finale, he just gets jumped by Team Flash and loses, and then he's like, oh, it isn't over, Flash. But like, bro, you just lost. Savitar and Zoom, who had aura initially, are just dumbed down as supervillains with a complex goal and end up losing to their own stupidity anyway on more than one occasion. Savitar gets stabbed by Nora when he's in armor, and then Godspeed loses to Cecile, who, by the way, has normal human stats. But for some reason, with her mind-reading abilities, she ended up being somebody who can use telekinetic powers, and she can fly and beat up a bunch of Godspeeds. One last thing I would just like to mention, after the discovery of Flash Time, I don't think Barry should really ever lose to any type of buffoonery, ever. And if it were up to me, I honestly think by the end of Season 1, Barry should have stopped asking, Wells, Cisco, what do I do? There isn't a Flash without Wells. And Iris, oh, we are the Flash. Stop dumbing down your characters to try and get watch time when no one's watching. There isn't a Flash without Wells. And Iris, oh, we are the Flash. Stop dumbing down your characters to try and get watch time when nobody's watching your shit. This is why your show fell off. Even if you want to say Barry is like only Mach 2 or Mach 8 by the end of Season 3. By the time of Season 4, he should be faster than ever, he's able to discover Flash Time, and he loses to somebody who's immobile! I genuinely can't stand the stupidity of this show, and honestly, I'm gonna need to make more breakdowns specifically talking about this, because, my goodness, this show gets my blood boiling, bro. In conclusion, just watch Season 1 because the rest of the show sucks ass.
But bro, at least least it was better than the DCEU. Well, yeah, the connectivity was better. Maybe not the story or the fighting, but the interconnectivity was way better, bro. I don't care. At least they tried. It was bad. It was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad. But at least they tried. Show you what it could have been. No, can't. as hell, bro. I was gonna dub here. Dudes everywhere, blood. So much like on my nutsack, bro. On my nutsack, bro. Like, how do you even get that, bro? damn. Got my dumb ass. Fuck.
This game is scary when you're not talking to nobody, bro.
Pink, hurry up. Blue, hurry up. Niggas just left me. That's crazy. My mic was on. But niggas just left me. That's crazy. Yo, he's so cracked. He's so cracked. Fuck. Warzone. Call of Duty, yeah. Pretty dog. Dog water. Nigga, you thought you had bread, nigga? Are you dumb? Fried. Let's get a dub, bro. everybody kill each other at Control was just third party. Niggas in there with a whole hype, bro. Pink, why would you go by yourself, bro? Chill out. Come back, just come back. My fault.
shit, you be playing? I'm about to get out of here. Oh, back on the boat. Alright, I'm with you, Green. Oh, shit, you got this fucking button. Who you shooting? Where you at? I need ammo, low key. Who's that? They here? I'm going under. Oh, they're all in here. Oh my god. Yup, all in there. They're all in there. Yeah.
No. I used to. No, I don't play Warzone. I used to grind out on BO6 every night, but then I switched and got a different Xbox, and then I never actually like put my account and everything back onto my Xbox. So I kind of just like play Fortnite. But I haven't even been playing that either, so yeah.
Fuck. Oh, word that. Nah, I feel you. Aren't you the Fortnite GOAT? Getting all them toes and shit.
Come on, bro. I need a dub, bro. I need a dub. It's my last game, bro.
Jones.